What is up guys, I hope everyone is doing well. Okay Google, put the lights on.
Alright, turning on 5 lights.
What is up guys, I hope everyone is doing well. So the Huawei P30 did launch a few weeks ago and I have been using it as my daily driver since launch and I am absolutely loving it so far. So we have seen loads of videos on this device, mainly people covering those awesome cameras and some full reviews, etc. In today's video we are going to change it up a little bit and we are going to focus on how good the Huawei P30 Pro can game. We are going to go right in depth and check things like performance, FPS, temperatures and battery drain, etc. And I will be doing this on all mobile devices going forward, and I will be making a little chart up on the website so you guys can go ahead and compare them side by side, etc. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into this. So the first game that we are testing out is Asphalt 9. Take note of the FPS counter in the top right. As with every game, I have set it to the highest settings allowed, and in this case it is high quality, so let's jump into it. So as you can see, the lowest FPS we get is around 26, with the highest being 30, and this is due to a cap the publishers have put on the game, which is a shame. The average FPS overall was 28, but in terms of gameplay it ran really smooth and it was an incredibly enjoyable game to play on the P30 Pro. Moving on to one of my favourite games to play, and that is Critical Ops. This online shooter can run at 60 FPS, and as you can see, the P30 Pro handles it with ease and never drops below. The gameplay is super smooth, I experienced no stutter or slowdowns at all, and if you haven't played Critical Ops, I highly suggest you go ahead and give it a try. So next up on the list is a very popular game, and that is of course PUBG, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you already play this. Setting wise, I have cranked the graphics all the way up to ultra, and just as a side note, I have moved the FPS counter into the top middle. PUBG runs very smooth on the P30 Pro and averages a solid 40 frames per second, which after testing on a few different handsets seems to be what the capped level is. None of the handsets that I tested went above this. There is actually a workaround available to get 60 FPS on this, so if you want me to make a dedicated video on that, if you guys want to go ahead and try it, I will definitely put that video together. Just smash the like button and let me know down below and I will get that done. Overall, even with the 40 FPS, I was very happy how PUBG ran on this, and the overall game experience was very enjoyable. Next up we have Shadowgun Legends, another awesome shooter that if you haven't played yet is a must. Again, this game is capable of hitting 60 FPS and the P30 Pro managed it with no issues at all. Last up is a game that I absolutely hate and never play. I just knew you guys would want it included, and that is of course Fortnite. Unfortunately, unlike some other devices, Fortnite is capped at 30 frames per second on the P30 Pro, but it runs without any issues at all and stays at a consistent 30, so the overall experience is very enjoyable. So let's go ahead and talk about the battery. To test this out, what I did was I charged the P30 Pro all the way up to 100% and I gamed for a solid 1 hour, 60 minutes, and I did have this on a timer. And obviously going forward, I will test all batteries like this just to make sure it is consistent. So after 1 hour of solid gaming, it only dropped to around 87%. So it definitely get a thumbs up from me. It's a pleasurable experience and you could probably game for quite some time without sacrificing too much battery. When it comes to temperatures, the max that I seen was around 33 degrees Celsius, which works out at around 91 Fahrenheit. It does get a little warm while you play, but nothing too crazy, and it certainly isn't uncomfortable. So just before we wrap this up, I want to talk about the audio experience. I use headphones while gaming, so I have no issues at all. But if you don't, you will be utilising the Huawei P30 Pro's bottom firing speaker. And honestly, it's definitely not as good as a dual speaker setup, but it definitely gets loud enough, so I doubt any of you will be disappointed, and I didn't really find myself covering it up either, which was a massive bonus, but I just wanted to point that out. Overall, the Huawei P30 Pro is a pretty solid handset for gaming. It handles it without stuttering and it plays every game you can throw at it with ease. So if you have any other games that you would like me to add into these videos going forward, let me know it down below in the description and I will definitely get to it. As always guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure that you subscribe and stay tuned for the P30 Pro full review and also all of my S10 Plus videos that are coming up very soon. Thanks for tuning in guys, stay safe, be kind to each other, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.
Todos me grandes.